Hey babies, welcome to Quiz Gaming. My name is Bear.
I'm Silverlord, and we are joined by the NPC Piglet and Basil the Ungrateful Furtube.
And I'm drawing, I don't fucking know what I'm drawing. I am so flustered right now. I'm trying to do a bunch of things at once. And other than that, I got my brushes good. I got everything kind of set up the way that I wanted to. It's just trying to get other shit going last minute. I was going to do something real quick. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Let's see. All right.
Hello, Lionheart.
Okay. All right. Hey, Lion, how's it going?
Can you see the chat?
I cannot at the moment.
Okay, I'll let you know. Hey, Neverstar Studios.
Oh, God. Let's see.
The bear cannot see the chat at the moment because he is going to be drawing, so I will be directing commentary. He tends to zone out when he is doing his arts.
Where's that? Okay, whatever.
Start a new one.
Oh, I am. I'm just trying to, for some reason, it feels like every time I go towards, like, I'm like halfway on my tablet, and it's like at the edge of this fucking screen. And I don't know why that is. I need to see what the fuck's going on with that. And bye. Oh, no, thank. Yeah, for some, my fucking tablet thing's off for some reason. It's like, this my main?
This is my name.
Huh?
Nothing.
Is that my main tablet? There we go. Okay. Alright, my tablet was set to dual monitor for some reason. Alright, so we're going to start off something new here. Let's see. Let me make sure that's all good to go. Alright. Boop. Just like that, she's gone.
You can still go raid your mother's kitchen, Lion. And no, I don't think we're going to be drawing the character for Dead Zone yet, Neverstar. We still have a lot of characters and art that's backlogged that we promised people for quite a while.
What the hell's Dead Zone?
Dead Zone is that that character that wanted for his visual novel.
I thought that was called something else.
No, we called it Dead Zone.
Oh. For some reason I thought it was called like high school something. I couldn't remember what the fuck.
But no, we right now we need redraws of all
so
of the
bright.
Quits Gaming crew. We need
There we go.
Mr. Shadow's picture for a thumbnail. We need Nova Soul Eater's picture for a thumbnail. We need the new intro art pieces. How are you doing? Under the bed.
Alright, there we go. Yeah, see, we're getting started now. Now we got something going. Alright. So many things to draw. You know what? I gotta see something here. I need a reference picture of this.
You gonna draw something stupid right
now? I am. I need to get kind of loosened up here a little bit, but I want to get. I want to. Boop boop. I need to see. Is it? Let me see Mr. Shadow's thing real quick.
Pretty simple. Apparently, he wears a slogan t-shirt. He has his mask.
Yeah, I need to see the mask thing. All right. So I got that going.
Yeah, actually, I think we could add a fan art page to the Discord website. What do you think?
I would not be against it. I would like to see some other people's stuff every now and then.
Yeah, Neverstar redrew our quits and paws falling and put in tentacles. It actually looks really good. So we can add that. Yeah, we could definitely do a fan art site. How's it going, Royal Jeremy? Also, what version of Psy are you using? Like version 2.
This is, I don't know what the hell this is. I think this is the version 1. Maybe it is version 2. You know what? Give me a second. Let's see. Version info 1.1.
1.1.1.1.
So we're gonna do that. So I'm just kind of starting with like we're just kind of starting with a quick sketch because I want to see if I can. I mean, you never know. It might turn out to be something that I actually keep. But yeah,
It can't be any worse than the spitting French fat fish.
That is true.
That for some reason looked like Hello Neighbor.
Okay, let's see. So he wears a mask like that, so we're gonna give him some eyes. Give him some simple eyes.
Doesn't need
But right now I'm trying to draw
it.
the Mr. Shadow thing. Mainly because I want to see something.
Thor wants boobs.
I can do that.
Yes, but I would suggest not drawing boobs on Mr. Shadow.
Why not?
Because that is not accurate, and you would have to do another one.
I think you underestimate Mr. Shadow. So if we actually do
Draw your logo.
our logo, the logo's like power symbol, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Is it like this? I can't remember how the fuck it is.
No, one of them's a Q, so it's different.
Oh yeah, because like that, and then it's like that. Like two like fucking tanks like fighting each other, and it's just like pew 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 pew. Anyway.
Yo, get off!
All right.
QG logo should be 2 big boobs with Silver and Piglet's faces on the What?
What the hell?
Thor, why?
Okay, so we'll go like that.
He does a fanfic picture, I believe. I don't have a response, Thor.
The fucking cable was stuck on a chair. I'm like, who the fuck is pulling on my headphones?
That's not bad. Well, he's over here. He's in the bed.
Can I help you, sir? You lose. Good day, sir.
Good day, sir.
Alright, so we're just gonna go with that for now. It's plain and simple. Simple enough. Crank that down to about... Oh, that's too light because I drew it too late. So we're gonna crank it down to about 20. Right there. Here. Go over to there. Zoom in, get some of this action.
Scares everyone to some extent here. Sorry.
What the hell is it? No. Oh, okay.
Perfect. 10 stars.
2.
10 out of 10. In a silly mood, my daughter called to actually thank me for advice I gave her about how to deal with it. Oh, congratulations, Thor.
Well, there you go.
You've somehow become a decent parent.
Oh, I was like, wow, you actually didn't completely fail.
Yes, Thor has kids and grandkids.
Oh, too far. Right here. Go right there.
It's funny because even though I've seen Mr. Shadow's like icon a million times, you asked me to draw his mask, I would not be able to from memory.
And that's the thing. That's why I had to look it up. Cause I was just like, was there more to it? But no, it was actually just literally a black circle with a line going down the fucking face. Well, down like one eye. So it's just like, what the hell? For some reason, I thought there was more to this.
I thought there was more to you. That was wrong.
Ouch.
There's not much there.
Not really. I try to keep my life simple.
And now for the gauntlet. Tickle him. You have to try to draw while you're being tickled.
Yes. Well, I'm touching your belly button.
Sounds weird.
It's his weak spot.
Thoric said, oh, well, first, Never Star Studio said, Bear, how did you learn to draw? And that would be A, from drawing mercilessly during class, and B, from college.
I didn't actually learn how to draw shit from college.
No.
I think he just naturally can draw.
I actually originally, you know what? I kind of like this better when it has more detail to it. Originally, I actually, my mother was actually huge in art, and she drew a lot. And then my brother took it up, and I, to somewhat kind of a degree, I kind of admired my brother a little bit, but not enough. We got into like fights all the fucking time.
Well, that's
Oh, I
just
know how that
siblings in general.
And so
Whatever prints you in the gut.
my brother actually started drawing because my mother was huge into drawing, and then he started drawing for a little bit, and then it made me kind of want to draw. So I started drawing Ninja Turtles a lot. I drew a lot of Ninja Turtles growing up, and then it moved on to like Sonic the Hedgehog and I feel like this.
I remember Sonic the Hedgehog. Like, did you ever have any artists that you absolutely loved growing up? So you like tried to emulate their art style?
Not really, because I didn't really know any artists. I knew cartoons, so I was just like, oh, I knew. I was like,
I saw a lot of online artists even back then. It wasn't like DeviantArt didn't exist or anything, but like there were certain artists that just got their artwork out there. Like one of them was Jay Axer, who did a lot of like Sonic the Hedgehog artwork. And I thought they were really good.
no, I actually like I didn't have the internet for like a long time growing up, and then because even our first computer was it was one of the old ones that you had to like put inside like a bunch of fucking key combinations and shit like that just to make like a circle on the screen type of ordeal. And it was like a old computer my auntie ended up getting from work, and I mean it wasn't able to play games or anything like that. The most it had on there was like, you know, some floppy disk that you could. We didn't even it wasn't actually meant to be used for anything besides like work. So we actually used it for we actually used it for just like playing around. So we were like pretend like we were like operating like a business and just kind of typing on it and shit like that and just making stupid shit. And I feel like I want to give him eyes, but he doesn't have eyes. Well, that's the thing is that they are just colored in. They're just yellow. But I don't know.
I feel like you made his head too tall.
Well, I'm doing it off of my style, not what the hell's on there.
I know, but like even on your style, he looks like an alien.
Well, he's supposed to have hair. I'm sure that's not his actual head. I don't know what the hell it's supposed to be. I'm going off.
It's supposed to be a mask.
Well, a mask pulls over people's heads sometimes, and they usually aren't smooth.
That is a tall head.
Did you not see the mask? You not see how big that motherfucker's face looked? But what was I talking about?
You're talking about
I love me.
Art.
But yeah. So anyway, I ended up getting into art because my mom was huge into it, and then my brother got into it, and it kind of made me get into it. And my mom stopped eventually. Well, she didn't really stop a whole lot, but she just didn't do it nearly as much anymore. And my brother stopped altogether because then he started you know, getting into girls and football and all this other shit like that. And I just kept drawing, and I really enjoyed it. I got to create all kind of little stupid stories and stuff like that. And so it just kind of built up from there, and then I just got better and better at it. And a lot of it came from, like I said, a lot of it came from drawing Ninja Turtles and drawing Sonic the Hedgehog, and eventually,
The mask is huge.
once anime got big, I started drawing a lot of Dragon Ball Z.
God damn it, Thor. Thor said mask? Baloney. That looks a lot like Silver's magic wand head. Also, hey Caden, Rebecca Fisher's grandson.
Hey, Caden, how's it going? So yeah, that's kind of what happened. I just kind of got into it because my mom got into it and my brother got into it, and I just kind of kept going.
Oh, he wears t-shirt.
Yeah, I know, but on here, he's also using the body of Dante. So I'm putting a t-shirt on. I'm drawing it. I'm using the outfit that I see on the screen because everything else, I mean, he kind of just plops his little image thing on top of other people's bodies.
So he's a soul snatcher.
Something
Body
like that.
snatcher.
But yeah, so that's kind of how what happened.
Makes sense.
And then everything else just kind of followed suit, and you know, I didn't really learn anything. Like I took art class and stuff like that, like in high school, and I was in like a special art class type of thing.
Special.
Well, it's like because I ended up winning this. Oops, I ended up switching my brush. I ended up winning this thing, this contest for, I can't remember what the hell it was. But you had to like draw like a person in need type of thing. So it's just like, oh, you have to draw a person helping another person in need or whatever. And I ended up drawing a kid with a missing foot in like a wheelchair being pulled by another like kid. And I ended up winning. Actually, ended up winning a scholarship grant thing. Well, the not scholarship. I ended up winning the savings bond thing. God, I'm just fucking this up. I'm so distracted with talking right now. My shit is.
Do you want me to just talk for a while?
Well, I'm trying to tell what the hell happened, but so I ended up winning like this savings bond thing, and like a stupid kid, I didn't actually save it. I ended up spending it. So my mom didn't argue with me. She was like, "It's your money. If you want to save it, you can save it. If you want to spend it, you can spend it." Type of ordeal, and eventually I ended up spending it. And yeah, I'm just fucking it up left and right. But I ended up spending it, and I I don't know what the hell's happening here.
A lot of people say that digital art is like learning to draw all over again.
It all depends. I mean, it depends on the tablet that you. I mean, what you're using. 'Cause I know there are some people that draw with just like a mouse. It's like I've done it, but fuck, does your wrist hurt afterwards? That shit is not comfortable.
Are those his hands?
Yeah, they're placeholders.
Or his hands?
Yeah.
Oh.
But other than that, I mean, if you're drawing like on a tablet, I mean, if you're drawing like on a tablet with like a screen on it, it probably wouldn't feel too much different because you're still drawing on an actual surface that you're looking down on.
Yeah, I know I use my iPad just because I own an iPad, so why the fuck not? And the program I have for it is actually pretty good. And it's not that much different. I actually really like it now that I'm used to it, but I've never been able to get the hang of Wacom tablets.
Yeah, then when I first got this
Hello,
fucking
Justin.
tablet thing. It was not easy drawing on this thing at all. You know what? Fuck this picture. I'm not feeling this too much right now. We're gonna throw a little color inside here just because. Fuck all this part. We can go ahead and cut this off. There we go. We can cut it right there. Good enough. But yeah, when I first got this tablet, I was not good at drawing on this thing at all. It's like I could not get the fucking hang of it. And I just kept doing it because just like, you know what, I'm going to figure it out. It's like there was no reason to give up. I had already spent the money on it, so it's like might as well fucking try it. So I just kept doing it till eventually I got the hang of it. Now I don't even need to look down at it. But before I couldn't help but look down at it. It was just like I'm looking down at it, but it doesn't help because you don't know where the fuck you're at on the screen.
It's kind of like, did you ever do an art class? Did you take art classes?
Yeah.
Okay, did you ever do that exercise in art class where they put a piece of paper inside a paper bag and they made you draw on it in the paper bag so you actually couldn't see what you were drawing?
No, I never did anything like that. That seems ridiculous.
They made us do that for one exercise. And it was the weirdest shit ever because you have nothing to go off of. And you're like, okay, I'm going to draw a picture. And I don't know what the fuck they had us draw. They had us draw whatever the fuck we wanted. But you have to completely go on blind, senses and be like, okay, I think this distance is where this should be. And it's so difficult and nothing ever looks good.
That sounds fucking stupid.
Then again, I didn't like some of my art teachers. I had an art teacher who, first day of class, she ended up going, you know the overhead things, the projectors?
Yeah.
She went on that, and she's like, okay, just so you guys know, and she took her little dry erase marker, whatever the fuck it was, and she drew a sun with the little squiggly lines, and she's like this, and then she drew a fluffy cloud, and she's like, and this, and then she drew all these things, and she's like, these things will not be allowed in my class. And I'm like, oh, okay. She's like,
fuck you.
Yeah.
Right?
And she's like,
Yeah.
I do not accept this as art. I'm like, well, that's kind of a dick move. It's like art can be whatever the fuck I want it to be.
Sounds like an elitist. Right.
And so, there were a lot of times because she wanted realism. And I'm like, okay, this isn't called Realism 101. This is an art class. It's like drawing or something like that. I'm like, why the fuck?
Realism's just a part of art.
Yeah, and I'm like, why the fuck do I have to learn this? So, it was the same thing with, that scratch board I was telling you about, where I drew something on a scratch board and, had the hair all flowy and pretty. And she's like, it's not done. I'm like, what the fuck do you mean it's not done? She's like, you didn't put any texture on the skin. I'm like, I don't want any texture on the skin. And she's like, well, no, the skin has texture. I'm like, what the fuck texture does skin have?
Depends on how you want to draw it.
Yeah. It's just everything was always never done enough. I'm just like, I don't put texture on my fucking stuff. I draw cartoons.
I don't know. Whatever. Okay, that's a good practice thing. Don't do something real.
I haven't looked at Night in the Woods.
You're saying that's not real? Time to draw Whaler?
Damn it, Piglet. I haven't looked at Night in the Woods yet. I've seen a bit of it, but I know the general synopsis. I have it. I just haven't played it. Same with Bendy and the Ink Machine. Same with
Okay.
probably a couple other things I can't remember. Art is what you want it to be. That bitch can shove that marker up her ass and hop down the hall on it.
Wow.
I agree.
Jeez.
Art is what you want it to be, and I never fucking enjoyed an art teacher telling me what art can and cannot be. It's like, I choose to draw this. Who the fuck was it? Wasn't it Scott Campbell that was told But
About the women proportions.
Scott Campbell, who
It's like, yeah, you'll never make it in the industry drawing like this.
yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Scott Campbell draws a lot of like superhero comics. He draws like Danger Girl, but he draws like these gorgeous femme fatale, incredibly unrealistic proportioned females. But they're beautiful, and he's a pretty well known and well used artist. If I do say so myself, I love him. So Scott Campbell, because of the way he draws his characters, had basically been told, he's like, yeah, you're never going to get work drawing females with these proportions. And it's like, well, obviously someone fucking hired him because he's doing really good for himself. It's just like, so art is what you want it to be. Art doesn't have to conform to other people. That's just some bullshit. I think it depends on the porn. Does porn qualify as art?
It's part of the film industry, so I guess.
Well, that's like saying, well, okay, I think drawn does qualify as art. Because someone's actually drawing it.
I don't know if it would be considered. I don't know if porn would be. God damn! I switched my brush again. I don't know if porn would be considered art too much, but it's just part of the entertainment industry. So I guess it all depends on how you take the entertainment industry.
Yeah, there's like a lot of like movies and stuff I don't really feel are art, but there's some video games I feel are art. But I think if it's drawn, it can classify as art. So if it's hentai, I guess I agree it could be art. Because you do have a point, Never Star. Some of it is drawn fucking amazingly. Literally.
We're gonna please all of the people all of the time here.
The hell is that? Drawing him as a snail?
I think he's beautiful.
That's will not be a shit. Oh, Basil's looking at you with a look of fucking atrocity. You just gonna take that, Basil? Gonna do yoga on that mat?
Yes. Gonna do cat pose or something.
Calisthenics. And oh, Basil, that's not how you do yoga. Well, the San Francisco Museum must think so. They have people effing each other on display as performance art. So they must know that.
Wow.
Well, that's, again, art is subjective. So if they believe that is art, then that is art for them. I might not necessarily believe it is art, but
For some reason, it makes me think of the fucking thing where the people, like, I forget what it was. I was just in a video, like, one of the guys, like, has his bar on his crotch, he's, like, hitting this other bar.
oh my
and, like,
gosh, that was so weird.
and there was, like, various other people doing things like that. It's like,
There are some things that I'm pretty sure people aren't doing as like an artistic expression of themselves. They're just doing it as a social experiment to see if people call them on their shit. Like, I think if it's drawn, it can classify as art. Maybe not necessarily good art, but art. I think if it's like a performance thing, that gets into the entertainment industry, and that's kind of a gray subject for me. Oh, Never Star Studios named one of their kittens Bear.
Well, goddamn. See that now? A bear is a kitten.
And a kitten is a bear.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you very much. I don't know what the hell I'm doing here.
What the hell are you drawing?
I fucked up my fucking.
is it Wailord?
Not unless Wailord has a thick ass.
No. Oh god, please don't draw Wailord. Like us.
Oh my gosh, do it.
Here, we're gonna do it.
That lizard has a thick ass.
Honey, no.
We're gonna do this.
Well, he does have a heart shape behind him. Well, not exactly.
Yes. Draw the thick ass whale more twerking.
See, look. He does have a heart shape behind. Kind of.
Yes, ballet is a performance art, but I think there's a significant difference between like drawn art and performance art. Have you seen those pictures where people put stockings on their dogs?
Yeah.
For some reason, that's what I imagine when I'm looking at this whale art.
I'm just drawing a whale.
Draw a whale with a thick ass.
No. Wheel's already thick enough as a
There, draw a great big butthole with some Klingons being chased by Will Shatner. What?
What the hell?
That's all I see you. That whale's got a thick ass.
No, he doesn't. There's like a little tiny one right here.
Honey, what the fuck? What have you done?
He's got a tiny little butt.
Honey, how could you?
Oh my god.
He's like this.
How could you?
He's blushing. He's like, oh, don't look.
Don't look at me.
But why does he pose in such a manner then?
You caught him. He was not ready to get into the bath.
Oh, honey, why? I love him. You must save him for me.
I love how you're like, I love that whale ass.
Here we
He's
go.
adorable. We also have a butt though. They have like.
In a butthole. I love how you were originally going to draw things for the channel and now you're drawing.
Not my fault. Don't suggest stupid shit and maybe something else will get fucking done.
I didn't say draw a whale. I just said draw a whale lord.
Well, he's doing that. That is whale art.
But it's just a whale.
Have you not seen? Okay, this. I stumbled onto some shit that I didn't understand. They have anthropomorphic airplanes with tits.
No, it's not.
And I don't understand how that got started. Like, who first looked at, like, a jetliner and was like,
Want to fuck a jetliner?
yeah, I can make that sexy. Draw me like one of your French whales.
Basil, I'm gonna hurt you.
Ever see a whale penis? I don't think I've seen one in person, but
I don't like the size.
I've heard about how ridiculously large they are.
He just thinks I'm playing with you.
Of course he thinks everything's... Aha! It's a sperm whale.
I'm trying to crazy. He is perfect in every way.
Even that butt?
He's perfect.
That butt.
Yes, whale enthusiasts, pay no attention to me. Not to mention, I'm not too fond of, I'm not too familiar with whale anatomy, so I'm going off of what I remember. So, by all
He's a
means.
whale lord, which is literally a round stuffed animal.
So this may not be completely accurate. Do not use this as a science project.
Well, yeah, especially the butt.
No, that's actually 100%.
Yeah, that's it's a well-known fact.
If anything, that is the one legit thing on that.
No, it's not. That's a tumor. He's got cancer. He needs to go to the doctor and get that shit removed.
Come on, come on. There you go. There you go. There you go. Yeah, it's a well known fact that whales actually are closely related to humans. God damn it! I switched my brush again. I keep pressing that fucking button.
Basil, I'm gonna harm you.
It could be worse.
Give me your ring.
As it could be raining.
Then you have to cue the fucking sounds of rain.
What
The
was that?
fuck was that?
That was
I think that was rain.
no,
It sounded more like a person opening a bag of chips.
I don't know, in all honesty. Are those whale nips?
Are you giving him like pecs? Are you making like a
Is
whale
that a
furry,
black
honey?
bar?
Honey, are you making a whale furry?
Not a furry if it's a whale.
You know what I mean? Like a
Anthropomorphic?
yes. Are you making an anthropomorphic whale, honey?
Yes, it is, Piglet. You never seen a whale ass before?
Are you giving pet, honey? What? I don't know how to
Oh my
feel.
gosh!
This is
I
disturbing.
love him. I love him so much.
He is kind of adorable, but it's kind of weird.
You know what that reminds me of? So there is a Cyanide and Happiness short where a character is named
You gotta give him at. Well, you can't.
Sharkrad.
Sharkrad.
Sharkrad, and it is a anthropomorphic shark dressed in a suit that has giant fucking muscles, and he reminds me of that. Look him up, Sharkrad.
And you have to give him abs if you're giving him pecs. But you can only see the abs. Come on.
I'm glad you explained that, Bear. I was starting to think this is the lousiest whale porn I've ever seen.
Yes, obviously.
Why does
It's
he have Cyclops like eye or glasses?
Because he's rad.
it's
You should
a
watch the shorts, actually.
it's a well known fact. You get it? Well known fact.
A well-known fact. He has buttocks that is just literally like two boulders kissing.
Oh, yeah. They're fighting over like this stone.
I would wear that on a shirt just to disturb people.
Why are we guys streaming? We are streaming.
Why are we guys
Yeah,
streaming?
it said, why are you guys streaming? We are streaming because Bear wanted to do an art stream.
I felt like drawing. Is that okay? Is that fucking okay? No, I'm just kidding. I hope that's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm just. How can he wear a thong? He's got a tail.
Are you putting pants on him?
No, it's a thong.
Okay.
Oh, that's okay.
I mean,
But pants.
it's just a string.
It's a string that dips down between his butt cheeks, but doesn't go between legs that he
The
doesn't
string
have.
just makes it look like he's wearing power.
And he's like this. Wait, hold on.
Honey, finish him and then put him on a shirt and I will wear it. I will wear it.
Really?
I want to see
You will wear that.
disturbed looks.
We'd have to come up with some funny slogan
What are you
for it.
doing with this? What's
I bet we could sell that as a sticker.
God?
Well-known facts.
What's in his hand?
It's a mirror.
Oh, he's looking at himself.
Oh, it should just say, well.
So we're trying to get this video to 100,000 likes. And if this video gets to 100,000 likes, Piglet would get this tattooed on her body.
No, I'm not getting tattooed. I will wear it on a shirt in public. Or in private.
No, in public. You already said it. Oh, the
You take
mirror
that to
has
a
a
printing place
face.
and they're like,
Why is there a penis on that mirror?
It's not a penis. It's an octopus.
it has a penis on it. Oh, okay. Oh, you know what?
That's what you get for jumping to conclusions?
No,
You are so wrong.
You did it on purpose.
It's like the people that draw the cat out of a penis. Whale. Draw me like one of your French whales. That should be the slogan. That's what someone said. So should we make this into a sticker? Because I think we honestly could.
He's
That's
like,
not a face.
oh, look at me. I am so beautiful. He has this little,
No, what?
he's like, oh, look. Oh, he's smiling. He's like, I am so beautiful.
Yes, that. His little bristles. It's like, look at me. I'm one of the beautiful people.
This art stream was not supposed to be this. Oh.
So cute, though. Wow, that girl is very pervert.
Oh.
What girl are we talking about? That's a boy.
Oh, I am bigger than Arnold. Oh, why am I giving him this accent all of a sudden?
It's funny to me.
Oh, look at my muscling biceps. They're like drawn on.
It's just too bad you can't see his abs. That would be funny as well.
I'll put that there. He's like, you're
Makes me think
dead.
there was one where
And
like
you're
there was like a picture of there was a fly flying around and like Jesus went like this,
Oh, and
but there was the holes there.
And he's
So
like,
he was like, and then like the person sent it to their like parent or something, I think it was their mother, and she got pissed and she went on. It was so funny.
Silva, did you see the suggestion I left on Discord? Not yet. I have been chilling on my mobile YouTube app so that I can talk to all of you lovelies.
Oh, I am so thick.
Let's just tail. I guess it's just there for.
I cannot remember a whale of a tail.
A whale tail? Well, technically, they call the
Isn't it something like this? I don't fucking know.
Honey, what?
It goes
It is not straight like that.
It's like, well, it doesn't look like this either. It's like that. Here,
No, it's okay.
well, let me just put it this way. There's a reason that they call thongs that ride up like that whale tails.
Close enough.
No, that's not.
Silva, you don't know that. It could be a trans. Whale with Arnold voice. My penis is so big. It won't fit in the mirror.
Oh, it's a thong. I am so beautiful.
I love him. You have to save him. You have to color him for me.
He has a double thong.
A double. Wait, what?
Why, you say?
Yeah,
Why not, I say. If you have it, flaunt it. That's what they say.
I'm gonna harm you.
I think that was a song. If you've got it, flaunt it. It was in the producers.
If you want it,
Wait, what?
you can have it.
Aren't you gonna do that here? Like,
You got to go and reach
Like,
out there and
I don't
grab
know
it.
Piglet's questioning it, but I can't see shit because she's standing in the light.
can't you see it on
Everybody
No,
wants
yeah,
to
well, it's
know, baby.
Oh, I see. He has a thong on his tail.
And you
Then that's
just
a
wanna
G-string
let
thing.
me know, baby. I got to fix his pack. This one is kind of small.
Wait, so is he wearing like whale lingerie?
Shut up your face. Oh, how about that? Oh,
Stop.
I'm so beautiful.
Honey! When you have to color him for me.
Yeah.
Someone wants you to draw his character.
I don't know. So your character is kinda complicated. It will take a while. Oh, so beautiful. My little nips.
My little nips.
I have my muscling, rippling biceps. Oh,
Oh my gosh, he's so ridiculous.
I got to move him. He is too.
I feel like.
What would make sense about this drawing?
Well, I felt like his lower fin was like awkwardly like pointed too far away from his body. But no, it makes sense.
You know what? Close enough.
This whole
Oh,
thing is perfect.
God damn it.
Whale in Arnold's voice. If only they had a dolphin in my blowhole. What? I'm so confused by that, Thor.
You know, I will be repressed. Okay.
Damn you, Avril Lavigne.
Avril Lavigne.
Your false political views.
It's an apple that looks like Avril
Has
Lavigne.
anybody else ever heard the, well, apparently it's an old theory, but I only heard about it recently, the theory that Avril Lavigne is dead and she was replaced by like a body double, kind of Bieber.
Huh.
Yeah, I only heard about that recently, but apparently people were thinking out like a lioness time or whatever. I don't know.
Or she just got plastic surgery.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Oh, I am so sexy.
So, leader, we know you've been waiting for a long time, but so have other people.
So sexy. Oh. And then I colored. Oh, wait.
Considering Bear is drawing these things for free, it is not a time-sensitive subject.
Oh. And he has
Enjoy your delicious dinner, Thor.
He has a little heart on his
Heart
butt.
tattoo. It's a little small. Maybe you should make it better so it's easy to see what it is. And it says mom or something. It has a ribbon that says mom or something.
No, wrong. It does not. It
Why
says
does he talk like this?
it says me.
That's funny, because I was thinking that. I was like, he doesn't love his mom.
Yeah,
He loves himself.
He's looking in that little mirror.
Alright. I'm so beautiful.
He's beautiful. Like,
I need to add some.
not delete him. I love him. He's so stupid.
This is what our art stream has become.
This is what the world has become.
My parents were concerned by the whale.
This is.
Don't
what the-
worry, Soul Eater, you don't sound like an asshole. It's just Bear has like a full-time job and all of the streams and the commission he finally got done with and like all the other stuff for the channel he has to do.
And just to do stuff around the house.
Yeah, and real life. So, unfortunately,
In RIL.
free things kind of get pushed onto the less time-sensitive things. So,
Look at me!
this is so cute and disturbing.
So his tail has a thong, but his ass has a G-string?
I like to double dip the chip, if you know what I'm saying.
I'm not sure what you're saying.
He's going to be a nice tealish color.
He's starting to sound more like Klaus from.
I don't know.
Oh, you call him that?
Oh, there he is. It's a me.
Oh.
It's
Make
a me,
his-
Whaleo.
Overlay? Yes, please. Overlay me on top of you. Oh,
He'll kill you.
Right.
And then we go through with a nice shadow. We want it on this end.
I'm
Not
so
that.
fucking confused.
There's nothing to be confused about, young man. Why am I talking like Bane?
I expect you to die.
I expect you to die, Mr. Bond. So beautiful. Some people ask me, why? I ask them, why do you live?
What? Gotta make his underside, his throat, and his chest and area like white. Or like a lighter, like a very, very light blue.
He's getting shadows on his butt.
Don't you dare.
Don't give us fucking outfits.
So, people ask me if I like to stare at the moon. I tell them, do they like to live?
What? What the hell's wrong with you, honey?
This is what the world has become.
So the whale's a serial killer? Is that his secret?
Serial killing, not my thing. Seal killing, yes.
Wait, this species doesn't kill seals.
Ha!
This species kills krill, doesn't it?
Get my X going. They glisten in the sun.
Shadowy to be in the sun.
It makes me mean.
No, because you're not gonna like what I'm gonna do to him next.
What? What are you gonna do to him? Honey, don't say that! You better save him. If you fucking delete him, I am gonna be pissed.
Or a stripper. He's a whale stripper?
Stripping is for stupid. Sexing is for reality.
What in the hell are you even talking about?
I sexed. Sexting.
You sexting?
This about sending things via text. It's like,
He sexed himself.
yes,
He
he sent himself sexually explicit texts.
He did.
There, I think you have become stuck in character.
I am not really stuck in the character. Why am my voice changing again? Now I'm talking like Mario.
You sound like Sebastian the Crab. The seaweed is always greener. Somebody else's lake. How do you know what lakes are? They live in the fucking ocean.
Because he's been there before. He's a crab. He goes where he likes.
You're a crab. It's adorable.
Look at my shiny ass. Let's make that shine a little bigger because he polishes his ass.
Exfoliates and moisturizes.
And then to make it even creepier.
Sexting. Sex and texting. Where people do phone sex over text. Draw hentai. This is hentai. What are you talking about?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Why is all that white?
Damn it.
What does he polish it with? Well, sand, obviously.
Turtle wax.
Actually, I read something earlier. I had to look it up. Something about fucking humpback whales, like rolling sand.
whale's name is Mr. Wonderful.
Why?
Sounds about right.
See what happened. Whatever. Damn it. Fucking with the wrong layer.
How do you do that? I've seen so many people change the color but can't figure out how to do it.
Change
I
the
think he
color.
needs the blending modes.
Where's my... Oh, why is that over there? There we go. I'm not sure what you're asking. I'm so confused.
Well, I think he means like the blending mode. You had layers on top of layers that was the color of the end result.
You mean like, how is there like this on top of that?
Well, like
Or,
that, how that one, you had it lighter a minute ago, like that, how it changes between those two.
well, this, okay. So this is my bottom layer. This is my base color. This is, so I can have an idea of what I want to color in. So all this is just one solid thing. So I usually, so what I do is, okay. Oops, wrong thing. So these are my line, this is my line art. I take my line art. If you're using Paint Tool-Side, I'm not sure most things. I haven't used most things in a while. But Paint Tool-Side, if you go to this top little section up here, I can't really zoom in on it, but up here, yeah, right up there, they have selection source. You pick your selection source, and then you go to your magic wand over here, and then on here, they also have selection source. So you pick your target thing as selection source. Then you'll select it, and it'll select everything outside of that line art. So you make sure all your lines are actually closed off. If there's like a little opening, it's going to fill in. So make sure you close off your line art. And then, as long as everything outside of your line art is perfectly fine the way that you want it to, then you go up here to selections. And sometimes you might need to increase it. So they have increment right here. And if you pick increment, it will enhance your purple selected area by, I think, like 0.5 or something. It's like very marginal. And what it'll actually help do, which I didn't fucking do it, but whatever. This like very thin line here, this stuff will actually take over that area. So if I pick on it, it goes in. If I pick on it again, it'll go in. And it actually helps eliminate that disgusting ass white line around your I hate that fucking line. It makes your picture look shitty. But it'll help eliminate that white line. So you pick on that, it'll increase that, and then you invert it. And once you invert it, see, it looks all, the thing is I did it backwards. But what you'll want to do is increase it outwards. Maybe by like 1 or 2, depending. So that it gets nice and covered inside your line art right there. And then I usually make a separate file or a separate page, and then I pick whatever color I want. So let's say we're gonna go with this.
You need a separate layer.
Yeah, separate layer. So let's say we're gonna go with really bright green, just to be as an example. So you start up a separate layer, you pick on that layer. On Paint Tool-Side, you press Control F, and you autofill that whole thing. So all your back stuff is not selected. It was literally just what was ever inside that line art. And then you just drag that down below your line art, and there you go. You have that. And then once you unclear it, because it's still, or you can press Control D, and it'll deselect it, and that's what you have that entire color. So then I take that color. I'm going to delete that because I already have one here. I take that color, and then I make a new layer, and I make that layer whatever color I want. What some people might do this
For
differently.
the record, when you're clicking on your top file things up there,
Uh,
nothing's showing up on the screen.
it doesn't surprise me. But all in all, so up here, yeah, you know, like I said, you click on this stuff, it goes through a couple of things. It's very simple stuff, not really hard. There's not a whole lot of menus inside of this, inside of your selection area up here. But once I have my base color down here, which is good if you want to have a shadow, because then you can use like your Lumi shade or something like that. But that's going into something else right now. So you have your base color, and then I make a new layer, and then whatever color I'm using the most of, that's the color I usually do another autofill of. So like say this was a human and this was their skin color. I would do an autofill of that color because most likely most of it's going to be mostly skin. And then I do another layer of whatever I want other stuff to be. So if I'm doing hair separately, then I do another layer. I take the same picture, except I just do another layer of whatever it is, and then I erase the stuff that I don't want. So if it's just hair, here, I'll show you. I won't delete him. I kind of like him a little bit now. I'm going to delete this. So we're going to save him real quick. We're going to save him as
Mr. Wonderful.
Whale tail.
Yeah, we'll save him as Whale Tail. Okay. So, for example, here, I will show you the Piglet one I was working on. So, Piglet one. So what I like to do, I like to put everything inside different folders. So I have so like say if I want to just mess with just the blood, or I need to tweak just the blood or whatever, I have that all in one folder. So I can just get rid of that blood, I can add that blood, I can fucking pick on this folder. I can mess this hair up if I want to. If I want to, I can change just the color of that blood. If I want to make it green, if I want to make it purple, blue, red, whatever, I can turn it white and make it look like spooge all over. I can make it.
If you guys aren't seeing the slider, there's a slider window up. It comes up when you select that.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting that's not popping up there. But yeah, so I put this stuff on inside of a different folder, and I just labeled it as blood, and it has all my layers from whatever I want inside of there. This is my text, that's my other thing, this is my border. I haven't put that stuff in folders yet. But if I go into my Piglet folder here, I have every single layer for whatever applies to Piglet. So say if I have a test layer here because I was testing on, I was testing out if I liked a black layer, a black line on the outer edge, and then colors that match the inner line. I mean, the colors that match the color of the character as the line art on the inside. So I have that as just like a test thing. But if I want, I don't even know what the fuck that one is. Yeah. But I did some stuff with the hair, so I have like a separate hair thing here. I can get rid of that if I want, and then it goes back to this. And then I have my light shadows. So I'm gonna pretty much show you. I'm gonna take everything off and show you everything that I put on here to make this. Yeah, and then I can get rid of the axe if I want, because the axe is also in its own layer. Yeah, I can get rid of this axe if I want to. So yeah, that's my shadow back there.
Oh shit, there's
So when I started, this was the sketch that I had. This was the original Piglet. This is what I based everything off of. It was like I just kind of sketched it out real quick and just kind of threw it on there. And then from that, like I said, then you do your baseline art, which I'm just gonna. Which one was it? It was sometimes these are easy, these are better to label, and you know, I did my baseline art, which is these two. Said that these were, it was literally black, but then I ended up going over the line art. So then you have your baseline art, and then you do the whole selection thing. You select everything that you want, and then you get your, oops, wrong one. Oh, your tail. I gotta put that thing on there. Then you get your final thing. I don't have a gray one on this because it made it a little too dark for me. So most stuff on her was skin that I really want to just kind of go over. So I ended up doing the skin color, and then I go over everything else with. So then you take your, that's my shadows that I have. But then when I put an overlay on it, it becomes the lighter part of it. So then I add this stuff. This is the base colors of her hair and her mask and her outfit, which is all layered on its own thing. So if I take this stuff off, this is all that is. There's no skin, there's no nothing. It's literally just a mask and the clothes. And then this layer was just the hair. This layer is her skin. This layer is the shadows for all that. This layer adds a lighter hue to it. I can get rid of it if I wanted it to be darker, but I liked it kind of lighter, so I kept it on there. This layer goes into more lighting. Here, I'm switch it to a dark color so you can see what I'm talking about. So this is the light shadows that I have on there. They're not really, it's literally just on the edges of whatever it is that I wanted it to be. So then once I put everything on top of each other, it all just comes out to be looking like this. But I need to switch this back to, what the hell was it? I think it was screen. Yeah, it was screen. So a lot of it has to do with how you use your modes for your layers. So for my light one, I could have just used like a normal white, but I didn't. I actually used a pink, and then I ended up switching it to screen, and it made it white, and it worked out in the favor that I wanted it to. Same thing with your overlays. It was like, if I was to, what is this? That's the other light layer. This is actually all Piglet's normal skin from the first one that I just put an overlay on and toned it down. But if I actually crank it back up to the way that it was, it'll look overly saturated. And if I crank it down like this way, it's going to be the actual color that it was meant to be. This is how it looks without it being switched over to overlay. That's with overlay.
I don't know.
And then I ended up going back. I didn't like how big this forehead area was right here, so I ended up adding hair to it. I ended up coating over it and layering on top of it, and then I ended up adding that. And the same thing with the axe here. The axe is pretty much its own thing also. It's like I have my line art for it, I have my shadows for it, I have my highlights for it, I have my base color, and that's pretty much all it is. It's literally just kind of, if you do things in layers, if you need to tweak something, it's easier than having to try to go back and fix every single thing about it. So that's pretty much how I do it. I mean, I just kind of, I use a lot of layers. I remember when I first started, I didn't get layers. I'm like, I don't understand layers. It makes no fucking sense to me at all. But once you actually take I hate to say take the time, because I mean, obviously you put some time into trying to figure it out, but I mean, a lot of times it takes some tinkering with. And I know don't take everything I say as like fucking word, because everybody does something differently. Some people color things slightly differently. I color mine the way that I like it. Some people do their shadows better. Some people do their lighting better. It all depends on what style you're kind of going for and how you want to go about doing it. But as you saw here, it's like I have the shitty sketch that originally wasn't going to turn into anything. It was just going to be a stupid sketch that was going to start up all over again. Then I ended up doing my line art over that, so I don't even need this anymore. And then I ended up doing my fills. And what I usually do when I come to highlights is I actually fill the whole image kind of like this, and then I uncheck preserve opacity here because if you do it, I forgot to do it here and it kind of fucked me up. But if you forget to uncheck preserve opacity, like I like it because if you put it on something else, like say I wanted to preserve the opacity on this and I want the color over it without actually fucking up anything on my background or going out of my lines. If I pick a preserve opacity, I can color all over this image and it won't go out of that line. It'll stay within this area. But and the same thing works, but the difference is when you do that, when you pick preserve opacity when you're trying to erase something, it just turns it white. So like say if I want to do something right here and it looks like I'm just getting rid of that color, but actually it's just making it white. Oops. I gotta do it before I do that. It's just making it white.
I don't understand layers, but maybe classes will help better.
Yeah, they will. Oh wait, there we go. But yeah, it makes it white. And it's just like, oh, okay, it's like, well, you think that, oh yeah, it'll be perfectly fine, but it won't because say if I pick, you know, say if I keep preserve opacity and I think I erase that, if I try to go over it, it just fills it right back in. Because it's not gone, it's just, it removed the color and just replaced it with a white color.
All this shit while this fucking ridiculous creatures is sitting there in the background.
Yes.
That slice of white.
So yeah, it's a lot of it is just kind of tweaking with stuff. It's figuring it out. Like I said, I kind of fucked that up because
And check a lot of online tutorials. There's plenty.
yeah, there's a good bit of people you can learn some stuff from. The thing is, learn how they go about doing something. Don't try to copy their style because you'll never get it. You're just going to get frustrated. But learn what techniques they use or how they go about trying to do something to figure out how like certain things work. But don't try to copy how they do shit exactly because you'll never get it and you're just going to frustrate the hell out of yourself. Because they may be showing you as like, oh, I do this and I do that and I do this, but there's a lot of other stuff they're probably doing that they have like different brushes that you're using, or you're using, or they're using whatever, and it's not going to match up exactly how they did it. So just kind of figure out how to use the stuff that they're using in a program, but don't try to copy the style to that degree. What the hell was I getting ready to do here? I already saved them. But
the bottom of them white.
Oh, I was getting ready. Yeah, I was getting ready. Well, why would I color the bottom of them white? Oh,
because they're white on their under.
well, I wasn't gonna color it white. I was gonna go with like a grayish color. Yeah. Yes. So I don't know. It's like I said. I'm not great at teaching people how to do stuff because I learn shit as I fucking go, and sometimes I figure out stuff. I do a lot of experiments with stuff to see what the hell works, and sometimes I'll do something, and I don't know why I'm doing this the hard way. Sometimes I'll figure out something and then can't fucking replicate the hell out of it for the life of me. It's just like I don't know how the fuck I went about doing that, but I cannot fucking do it again, even if I repeat every goddamn step. You know, like Bob Ross say, it's a happy accident.
No, we're not gonna make him into a bar of soap.
What are we making?
Wait, what?
I said, can you make him into a bar of soap?
Wait, what?
What the whale?
Yes. No, he's a whale. You can't make him into a bar of soap.
So yeah, like I said before, man, I'm a horrible teacher. It's like I'm a horrible teacher and I'm a horrible student. When I was in art class, I really did not pay attention all that much. I kind of drifted a lot and just kind of I heard some of the stuff. It's like, oh, okay, I want you to do like my teacher would tell us. It's like, oh yeah, I want you to draw. Like there was a project where we had to draw each other, and you had to draw like the person like right across from you. And but
No, I mean in real life, I want that whale as a bar of soap. Okay, well,
That's
if you
like
want
a weird bit bar.
if
So
you want to try to carve that into a bar of soap, by all means.
I
But
carved a Bible out of a bar of soap, and that's about it. Yeah, that's weird, right?
but yeah, yeah, I was a horrible fucking student in in high school. I didn't really pay attention. I daydreamed a lot. Like there were a few things that held my interest, and it's just like I liked I was huge in art class. Like I loved fucking art class. I just didn't like listening to what the art teacher had to say. I just want to draw. I was like, this is what I'm here for. It's like I just want to draw. I don't really care what you have to say. Just let me draw.
what did I walk into? Well, Boom Boom Pal, you walked into a glamorous whale.
There we go.
I think having that whale as a resin figure would be better than having it as a bar of soap, because bars of soap melt. No one wants a half melted whale ass.
I don't know. There might be some people.
Does the whale have abs, or did I imagine it? No, he has abs and pecs. And
But you can't really see the abs all that well.
he has a gluteus maximus and gluteus minimus. And obliques. Not so much in the trapezius, but. Lazy. So I'm going upstairs and cook some food.
Lost track of what the fuck I was doing there. All right. Did you say?
You're done. Say
Yeah.
your name.
Oops.
I said, Thor, I'm betting Thor wants a half melted. He said, I mean pecs. Stop functioning. The whale does indeed have pecs. Beautiful, beautiful pecs.
Yes, Piglet wanted a Brett Michaels looking whale, but Brett Michaels cannot be drawn by human people.
His beauty cannot be captured by any mortal medium.
Oops.
Jerry. No, that is not Jerry.
Yes, I am breaking all my own rules right now
Why?
because I'm not doing half the shit that I want to do. Because other than that, this will be taking a lot longer right now, and I'm trying to finish up the whale.
You didn't have to draw him in the first place, then.
Stop out the
Does he have
whale
muscly arms right there? Is that
and
what's supposed to
save
be?
him so that we can put him on a sticker. So that people can buy him, put them on their cars.
Yes, because that's what I want to see.
Questioning them.
You know what? Will somebody please do that? If we put this thing on the fucking store
I want it on a shirt.
for somebody to buy, and could they? If I don't know if we're gonna put it like on a shirt or a bumper sticker or
We can do
or a
multiple
sticker
things.
or whatever. If somebody buys this thing, I want a picture of someone with this. That's what I want. I want somebody to take a picture and send it to us with them wearing this fucking whale.
And we will put it on the fan webpage. Other people can see you guys supporting us.
Can't witness you.
Yes, can
Yes.
witness you witnessing it.
Oh, I'm so beautiful. He's a little sunburned.
No, that's sunblock on him right now. Hot piece. Black piece.
Well, you think it's a G-string, but there's nothing for it to go in between, so.
It's like,
There's the butt.
it's like my chest.
But where are its
It's
spies?
so red.
You gotta give him the anime, like, you know,
That blush,
the blush anime face or whatever you want to call it.
like right under his eye.
I care for him. Well, you need like a realistic eye. I love him.
Look at his eye.
It's beautiful.
All right, I'm gonna finish this up real quick.
This is the definition of bubble butt.
Oops. There you go. Okay, we're gonna finish this up real quick, and then we're gonna wrap this up. I'm gonna color in these lines real quick.
Yes. I
See, you're
personally like the lines being colored in. They always look a little more organic. How much will this whale be? If it's a sticker, not much. I think our stickers right now are only like a couple dollars, but like $3.
I couldn't even tell you.
Because I think we only make like 50 cents.
Color that nip. Gotta color that whale nip.
Color them nips, bro.
Gotta color them nips, bro.
Color them. Color them nips.
Hey, yo. Color them nips, bro.
Don't kill it with fire.
How dare you say such a thing? Care for him.
Yeah, Piglet's gonna take her axe.
Everywhere. Perfect. Wish I was half as perfect.
Half the size.
That would be too
Yeah, even being half the size would be ridiculous.
Could you do that for me? Could you please do that for me?
fucking penis octopus.
I will iron this on a shirt.
Somebody, please. You know what? I will.
I would wear it.
I am tempted to even just put this up as just like a fucking just downloadable PDF. If somebody fucking puts this on something and wears it out in public, I would fucking do
I would wear it in public.
Well, we can put it up as like a viable shirt, but shirts get expensive. We could put it up as like a transparent PNG file, and someone could print it onto a file transfer. Or not file transfer, photo transfer paper. This is no Gmod.
Yeah, sorry that piece of tail got cut off there. He's running out of kind of space. I really don't want to shrink him, but I might have to if I want to finish up that little tail.
Just expand the
Because this is I don't want to mess with my
This is
size.
what-
Yeah, I'm going over that. I'll fix that.
carefully touch up that whale pink.
Yeah, got that. Trying to get this pink on there, so then I can.
That's a
I gotta
little
touch.
different.
I gotta touch the pink. I'm about a pink. Yeah, coat the pink.
That's his beach body.
Beach body Humperdinck.
Yeah.
Is that his name?
No, there was a thing I saw. It was like, oh, find your Benedict Cumberbatch name, and you find your like birth date or whatever. And mine was like Beachbody Humperdinck.
That's what we could call him. We could just have like a hashtag that says beach body ready.
I thought he was Mr. Wonderful.
He is.
I don't know. I didn't give him a name.
But I think
I just know he sounds like this.
having a beach body tag for it would probably be a
With
little
that
bit
line
more
right there,
relatable.
somebody laughed.
People have
Like the ab or whatever. Not bad. Not an ab.
just one thick ab.
I feel kind of. I'm kind of wondering the person that like walks in on this stream and just like there's just like an ass on their screen, like a blue ass with a dog on their screen. First thing that pops up.
Well, Voodoo Cow entered and she was like, "What did I join?" Beautiful. Or like Mr. Wonderful.
Yes, Mr. Wonderful. William Defoe.
It's beautiful. Yes, it can say I'm beautiful.
God.
This hashtag thick.
I'm trying to make it look as good as possible because if someone wants to use this, I don't want it to look like fucking shit. So I'm trying to get it at least as best as possible.
What did I walk into? My eyes.
He's perfect. And I love him.
Oh, to be loved, to be loved. Oh, what a world.
What is he, Wicked Witch of the Western?
He could be. Maybe he's the Wicked Witch of the Sea.
The Wicked Sea Witch.
I care for him with all my heart.
This is just the beginning for me. Oh.
Okay. Don't know how to take.
Like perfectly.
He has no hair. Well, they also don't have legs. So.
Abs or G-strings.
Yeah, or like a butt like that.
Or opposable flipper tips. Don't kill it, it's beautiful.
What?
I learned today that deer had harems. Deer have harems. This guy has a harem.
Isn't that kind of like what lions got going on? It's like one male fucks all these females or whatever.
Yeah, but you wouldn't think that of Bambi.
Except for, I guess, they
Nobody
That's why
think.
that's why there was the
Deer
forest
pack.
prince and his father wasn't around.
Nobody be thinking that of the Bambis. didn't know that about Bambi. Oh, to be loved.
Let me stop. Honey, I love him.
What?
There, he's all sunburnt on his chest.
Only his chest.
The chest. The chest, oh, to be loved.
I love him now. Oh, he's loved himself.
Maybe he's not sunburned. Maybe he had to wax it.
Yes, his chest is all red from being waxed.
He's like, is it noticeable?
Oh, I forgot to give him his heart tattoo.
Yeah, it's fine. You put shiny over it, so it wouldn't look good anyway.
Oh yeah, I need to tone down it. Where is the shiny? Is the shiny? That's the shiny.
Oh my god. Oh, he's a white whale.
Yes, he's a sperm whale.
It's a Migaloo, the fucking, that white humpback whale.
I forgot I fucking ended up changing this.
Oh, he doesn't look like a humpback.
What is ASMR? Well, I can answer that one. ASMR stands for autonomous. I think it's autonomous.
You said you can answer
Autonomous
this.
sensory meridian response, which is an experience characterized by like staticky or like tingling sensations. Usually it starts in like your scalp and then it travels downwards. Sometimes it goes like down your spine or down your neck or over your ears. It's kind of been compared to auditory tactile synesthesia, but it's basically like usually like people whispering or like sounds when they're like clicking their tongue and stuff like that. It usually gives people like shivers. You can look up like ASMR on YouTube all over and find like a million ASMR videos.
Wait, but the other lines aren't white anymore.
Because they weren't supposed to be.
You're not supposed to.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna like half-ass this.
What? You fuckers got me into this guy.
I love him.
I do love him.
Everyone was like, oh. It's like, oh, do the well. It's just like, oh, you can't delete the well.
Well, no, you can't believe him.
And now I feel the need to fucking finish him up. And I'm trying to give him the best. I got another confession to make.
I'm no fool.
I'm no fool. And everyone got a chance to wreck. And someone's giving the best, the best, the best, the best of you. Ah, god damn it. So I'm trying to wrap it up, guys. I really am. I'm just trying to give you guys the best. The best. The best. I'm doing like a quick fucking job here.
Now you gotta put him on your shirt.
I mean, this is like already way past like an hour. We're going on like 2 fucking hours here.
Wonder why you deleted the other thing.
I didn't like it?
Of course you didn't like it. You're not gonna like this either when you're done, so.
Probably not.
You don't like anything you draw.
I know the best, the best, the best, the best of you. Alright. Oh, so beautiful.
It is beautiful. He does his squats and his crunches.
Yes.
Because that's possible.
With my muscular thighs and my karate, I do the splits.
Like, he can't do the splits either. I'm like,
No problem.
everything looks so pink over there. Just the same.
Just trying to put some finishing touches on this one real quick.
Real quick.
Yeah, I know I've been saying real quick, but oh, why is that green? What the fuck?
You were fucking out the colors.
Oh wait, was it? Oh, it was this. I think. Wait, what was this? I think it was this one. I don't know what is fucking green.
I don't know either.
The seaweed is always greener in somebody else's lake. Oh. You dream about going up there, and that is a big mistake. Oh.
Stop.
Just look at the wells around you, right here on the ocean floor. The wonderful wells around you. What more are you looking for? All right, I need to shrink him so I can tack on this little piece of his tail because that's gonna drive me insane.
Can't make the space bigger?
I don't want to make the space bigger because it's gonna fuck with my scale on stuff.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can knock out this little corner of tail real quick. I'm not gonna do all the other stuff. Oops. What am I using?
I have to admit, it was bothering me too. One in rounder than the other. Look, it's all round, and that one's all pointy. That made no sense.
Makes perfect sense. Shut your face. Shut your hi yap. Shut your hi yap. So I'm just trying to. Finish off that little area. Could that? Not really.
He's perfect. I don't know what's. What is he done?
Right here on the ocean floor. Oh.
Stop.
All right, and what was this? Wait, I thought I moved that right
The
there.
whale's mind fighting, ladies. That voice you gave him, it fits.
Oh,
That so beautiful part kills me every time.
so
I'm
beautiful.
dead.
So beautiful.
Next time, draw him a rival.
Draw him a rival?
Yeah, it has to be like an orca or something.
Oh, okay.
Not his arrival.
I'm like, what the hell are we talking about? Oh, So beautiful.
Your shadow.
Yes, I know that little tail pieces. So beautiful.
Why does he just look like he has like a womanly hair?
Because he's a thick whale.
So thick.
He's a curvy man, and he's not ashamed. Don't make anything go off the fucking.
Well, I'm trying not to.
Well, that's just a shadow.
But I found the wrong layer. Oh, that's so beautiful. Why?
Personally, I think it looks weird having it stick out. I think it should like go across like that, but
Well, I'm not free drawing it. Other than that, I'll be here for another 2 hours.
Where's the Quits Gaming store? We have 2 stores right now. One of them is Zazzle, and one of them is Redbubble. And neither of them have anything new on them right now. But we will be sure to post this merchandise on the website as soon as we have it up.
You know what?
What?
Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live.
You gonna make it bigger?
Okay, so if I shrink him again.
Wait, what's that?
I'm sorry. I save. So gorgeous. Alright. Oh, what the fuck was that? That's that thing. I can delete that. I don't need that. What is this? What is this part of? Not as part of that. I don't need that. Go away. The world doesn't love you.
What's the tip of that shot?
You know what? Just delete that whole thing. And we will fucking do it live. I'm on the wrong way. There we go. There. Better.
That is a lot better. Are you done, Lily? No. Never done. Andy said, what the fuck?
Candy! Why? Why do you treat me like this? That's all. I moved the wrong thing. There we go. You rotate him a little. There we go.
Light blue.
Light blue hair woman?
Light blue hair.
I'm not sure what you're talking
There's
about.
a bitch had a white hair.
Oh, yeah. That was select before I changed her hair blonde.
Yeah. That was select before she got a color swap or palette swap.
Yeah, she had a swap because her colors looked a little too dull.
And too much like pause. Why is the whale having an area orgasm and bear moaning?
Because he's so beautiful.
Where's that?
Bubbles? Bubbles? Because you don't love me.
Huh?
I don't know.
Who said that?
Candy.
What are you talking about? Oh, the bubbles. He's like, bloop. the bubbles. I tooted.
For his perfect buttocks.
Oh no. I toot. Bloop.
Take care of her. Night, Boom Boom Pal.
Night, Boom Boom. Thanks for stopping in.
Boom Boom Pal.
Alright. And now, oh wait, I gotta get rid of this right here. Not that little bubble right there. I'm trying to avoid anything that's cutting off of the thing. And then we copy this layer. And then we make it a darker blue, like so. Oop,
Why
like
is
that.
the girl's best friend a brick? Because that was, what the fuck was her name? Not Moira, the little girl.
I couldn't remember.
That was that little bitch's name from Resident Evil. The one thing I could pick up and throw was a brick.
Yeah, she was all about the bricks. All about that brick. About that brick.
You're cheating on my with this whale, aren't you? Is my love nectar not sweet enough for you, bear?
Love nectar? Oh shit.
Girl's best friend is a brick because that was the only weapon she could use.
Really, every bubble?
It was a security brick. Yes, every bubble.
He's like, oh, I'm gonna try to finish up. Wait, 20 minutes out with this.
Well, I
Yeah,
need
it's
to
only
finish
been
it up.
23 minutes.
I need to go master bed.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. How's it going?
How are we going to put that on the background?
Well, the bubbles aren't. They're just a layer. They can easily be taken off.
No, the background color of gray.
That's also just a color.
Ah.
None of this is attached to that. This can easily be changed to whatever or completely taken away.
Completely taken away. Damn it, Silva, you're saying my mistake. No, this isn't necessarily a scheduled stream. Bear wanted to draw, so we decided to do a live stream for the sole purpose of entertaining you guys, seeing the process of Bear's random drawing.
Oh.
The Resident Evil Wiki has a whole page about that brick.
How come that doesn't surprise me at all?
Well, yeah, they,
Why he got a double thumb? Why not he got a double thumb?
it's a thong and a G-string.
Why do
Yeah.
you have a problem? What?
He is exploring his sexuality. Leave him be.
It's funny because they're
Yeah, but he's not anatomically. He has pectorals. And
I know.
Riza, I will fuck you up. My name ain't Riza, you fuck.
What the fuck?
There's something going down.
Mister gonna fuck your wife.
Oh.
The bubbles.
You can easily make that into a sticker.
Alright. Time to sign this thing and be done.
His name is Mr. Wood.
If Piglet
Do-
ever officially goes on camera, can it just be of her stuffing her face with bacon? Piglet will never officially go on camera. And if she does, we will give her a mask. Unless it's going to be a color other than white.
Huh?
Why would you make it white? What if the background is white?
Why would the background be white? What are you talking about?
Because it can be put on something that's
This can also be changed. I'm just putting something here because it looks weird without something there. Alright. And then we sign it.
the bubble right next to the cheeks, especially great. Yes, I vote Piglet do that if she goes on camera. Not important enough for me to remember. I mean, look how fabulous I am. You can't possibly expect me to remember. How do I always get here on the end of the stream? I'm a douche.
What the hell are you talking about?
This is just stuff people are writing.
This is like the longest stream ever.
It's only been 2 hours.
Only
Where you
two.
kind of like drew Mr. Shadow for like a couple minutes and then you started this.
Yeah, you drew Mr. Shadow and then deleted him. And then drew this.
No, I also went over a tangent over this.
Oh, that's true, you did, didn't you?
The morning crafty. With...
Morning Crafty.
Oh wait, I have to add a border real quick, just because someone might want this as a wallpaper, and it needs a border. I'll have a nice
The
gold.
white in the background and the shadow don't match up. Silva has admitted to being a douche. There, the damn shadow doesn't have white wall in it. There, the shadow on the white wall
Shadow in the white wall. What the hell are you talking about?
doesn't match up.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
It's a shadow. Well, they're saying they don't see the light area of the fucking thing in the shadow. Although I thought it was just like a background design. It wasn't. I don't know.
I think it is just a background design.
Like,
I'm not
There's
sure.
the wall, the shadow.
like it would be lighter colored under in the shadow where the white is.
This is
Yeah.
what happens.
There. You happy?
Or like.
There, like that. You happy?
No, that's not. What do you?
That's
What do you have
worse.
before? There, that's what.
There, I think that's what they meant.
God damn you people! God damn you!
People.
What do you mean you? What the hell was I doing?
A border.
Oh yeah, what the hell is this? What is this layer?
A border.
Oh, that's the
wall,
bubbles.
no.
They put these bubbles inside this folder so I know that they're bubbles. What the fuck was that? Oh, there we go.
Honey, please.
The
The
beautiful.
seaweed is always greener. Somebody else's lake.
The yellow is filling up there.
That is a big
What are you
mistake.
doing?
Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Wonderful world around you. For is for under the sea, under the me.
Oops.
I would want that as a wallpaper, but damn white and shadow. That's darker. No, goddamn it. If I want straight, I would want to ask Bear or Silva to be my other sand.
Oh, what the fuck are you talking about?
I don't know. This is just stuff I'm reading.
What do you
Bear,
think?
don't
Pink?
make sex
Pinkish?
noises. My
Hey,
mother
he
can
kind of
hear.
matches the stuff that's going on with him.
Bear, don't make sex noises. My mother can hear the computer from the other room.
She could come in and look at this.
Yes! Send your mother in.
No, how does it match the pink that he has on his own?
Has matched the pink he has on his G string.
Well, I was trying to.
No, magenta is actually not on this spectrum.
How?
Well, like, have it on computers and stuff, but like in a rainbow, it doesn't
Oh,
exist.
yeah. Well, it's like I was reading something off of blue. Like, it's like. Probably. Even though it's like, I don't know.
Well, there's also blue hydrangeas.
Like the blue orphan butterfly is not actually.
Well, you're a nest. That makes
Fuck it. I'm gonna make it
Did
blue.
Bear get
I thought you were making it pink. Didn't you like the thing?
Elizabeth said
I don't
no.
No, what?
Did he get hit? He got hit several times.
Yeah, he says, yes, Bear got hit. He got dick down.
What? What are we talking? No.
I hit him several times. Like,
What are we talking about? No. Are we talking about the circle?
The circus?
Is it this? Is this what you want? Here, we should do this.
That's a nice thing for Lion to read right when he gets back in. Andy had wrote, quote, I came in Lion last night, but
Is this what you're looking for?
but then that's
No,
blue.
this is somebody that you
still, it
used to
still
know.
like looks like
Okay, people, you do know this is just a background thing, right? It's not really part of the oceany environment that he is.
Bear the noises. I'm used to this crowd, but thank you, Elizabeth.
Okay.
Oh, are you done now?
Wait, you need to go.
Yes, the whale works in the circus.
He doesn't work for anybody. He has a sugar daddy. Or mama, or I don't know. One of the
No, he's gay now. You just made him gay. Canon accepted.
Yes, he has a sugar daddy.
What is his sugar daddy?
Oops.
I don't know.
I think his sugar daddy should be like a giant squid that gets really handsy.
God.
Is it-
And that's why he has
He never lifts a finger.
That's why he has an octopus on his mirror.
Yes. Yeah, he never lifts a finger.
Doesn't have any fingers to lift.
Yeah, he never lifts a flipper.
I like how no one can spell my name, so I always get soapy and pasted. That means copy and pasted.
Soapy and
I love
paste.
how Sylvan is just reading all of this with a straight face and monotonous voice. Just like when her virginity was taken. How do you know? Were you there when my virginity was taken? Did you follow me?
Did you rub my lamp?
I was just thinking that because you rub my lamp.
Did you bring me here? Yes, thank you. The shadow is great.
Yeah, but what the fuck is going on with it now? Like, what's with the things now?
Well,
It did look better way.
I am doing something.
Now it looks
I
way
need
too
you to
deep.
sleep. I need you to sleep so you don't crash your car driving to work.
Take him. Orky.
My orcas.
That's your orcas.
Boom of the boom variety.
Sloppy and me. I need to go downstairs and get fried chicken.
And now you're just somebody you're not used to. No.
My friend just asked what I was doing, and I just slowly turned to the computer.
Wait, what?
Elizabeth said, my friend just asked what I was doing, and I just slowly turned the computer.
Alright, there you guys go. There's your whale.
We will post it up on the website for you guys
I care for
to
him.
enjoy.
I care for him so much.
We're gonna put a.
What's gaming logo?
Yeah. Hold on.
I tripped and now Lion is pregnant. I think we all know. Oh, we shall all find baby Gilgamesh.
What?
I don't know.
The fuck is happening right now?
Gigamelia. Voltron.
And you got our name, Mr. Warden.
He's wonderful. Candy, the fuck you talking about?
You can write Mr. Wonderful thing? Or I don't know.
See, I keep saying it's like, oh yeah, it's like, well, I'm gonna wrap this up, and then you're like, oh, you gonna do this?
Don't put anything. Send it to me, and I can put a couple different taglines on it, and upload them separately.
Oh, I gotta. This is way too fucking thick. Let me just shrink this.
Damn it, Silva! It's called autocorrect change.
Alright, we're gonna thin this up real quick. This is way too fucking thick.
Oh, baby Gilgamesh or Amelia. By the way, I love y'all's pink and colors aesthetic. Thank you. But now it's actually blue and purple. I know. Well, we have pink and red.
Yeah, there's blue, pink, and purple. We added purple inside there to kind of
Balance it out.
yeah, to kind of blend the
The
colors.
bottom line is
Is it?
A, I'm a dude. B, I already have my kids. I have a Furby I named. Does that count?
I used to think about kids' names
Its
back
name is-
before I knew better.
Its name is Shithead.
Do better for myself at least.
Yep. That's a shitty looking heart. There we go. Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. I need to go lay the fuck down. I hope you guys did enjoy this. God, it's been like 3 hours. Oh, wait, no, it's only
We
2.
started
Okay.
at 6.
Okay,
so-
2 hours. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. What's tomorrow? Tomorrow's Monday.
Yes.
We're gonna try to play Bendy in the ink machine.
If you can make it work.
Well, either we'll play it on your computer or play it on my computer or something like that, since the other one's currently down at the moment. You said it was free?
Yeah, the first chapter is free.
Okay, maybe I might just download it and we'll just play it on mine then. Unless you want to use the cam. But anyway, we'll figure that out.
Because there will be 2 of us, so let's just do it on this one.
Alright. So yeah, we're gonna play Indie and the Break
Indy and the big
Inky
machine.
and the
Bendy.
Go
and
Bendy. God, I fucking know.
Bendy and the ink machine
I
tomorrow.
like
I hope you guys did enjoy this. If you do enjoy it, give the video a thumbs up. Let me know. Maybe I might do some more. Anything else happening?
Nope, that's it. We'll have this in a couple days on our website.
Yeah. So until then, thank you guys again. We'll see you guys next time. Bye, babies.
Bye.